Mike Darrah, Spring Garden Township. Um, on Miss Sanders' speech and quotes here, suburban is in the top 2 in the county. What do we need to spend $120 million for? What's $120 million going to get us? Going to get us better than top 2? Have we come up with the correct numbers for the taxes, the increase in taxes? And are those taxes to cover these finances going to be dropped back off when the finances are done or the projects are done? What are we going to continue to pay those tax increases for after the project is done? Do we have the total number of dollar-wise repairs that are necessary at Indian Rock to keep that school going and keep that school open? Because again, if we're going to close Indian Rock, it's going to sit there. It's still going to need to be maintained, and those dollars are still going to need to be spent. Correct? So is that going to be a new tax increase to fund the repairs at Indian Rock? You know, we're not getting the answers that we need to hear here. We're just hearing you guys want a $120 million project to move forward. How about we get the numbers for the repairs to the schools, because they're all going to need repairs, before we think about doing a $120 million project? Because we're going to keep raising taxes and taxes. And guess what? Kids can't buy houses now. You keep raising the taxes. They can't buy houses. They can't bring new kids to this district. What are we going to do then? There's no kids coming here. Do we have a forecast for the number of kids that's projected to come in the future or to leave in the future? What's the number of kids that are here now? Are we over the number that we are allowed to have or that we should have, or are we under? I asked this question at the East York Roundtable meeting. Nobody had the answers for me. I talked to the science teacher that was there, and his only complaint was the rooms aren't made for the technologies that we need. We have to push things in and out of the rooms on carts. So that means we have to buy all of this equipment to go in all of these new rooms so that it's not on a cart to be moved around. What's the cost of that stuff? There's lots of unknowns here. This is why we're all upset. This should have been letters sent to every taxpayer when this project was thought about. Every taxpayer should have gotten a letter to attend meetings prior to all of this. And again, this total project is not approved. The planning was approved.
You have 1 minute.
The planning was approved in August of 2023. We're going to keep coming here until we get some answers. Now, I was at 2 meetings. I work 24/7. I was at 2 meetings and received 0 answers for any of the questions that I put out there. And my email was given at East York when they had the roundtable. I've gotten 0 responses to any of my questions. So I think you guys need to step up the game and clarify a lot of stuff to us, because we're not happy and we're going to keep coming.